Hey guys, welcome back to the Bond Report. I am joined here today by my good friend, none other than Christopher Morales. You know him as that one Bond guy. We're finally doing this together. You may recognize in the background, we are in Los Angeles. We're actually doing this from our hotel. Our itinerary is so jam-packed this weekend for Gatherall West that we're like, okay, we just got to throw this together now and do it.
You talked about a full itinerary for Gatherall West, and that's exactly what it is. And some of the highlights of coming to a Gatherall is that your itinerary is going to be so packed that you're going to have to be creative when it comes to content. And some of the best content is created at these Gatheralls because it's so off the cuff.
Yeah.
And definitely, it's special. Coming to these type of events, being Gatherall or any other type of bonding events. It's one of those moments that will last a lifetime. You make some of the best friends, lifelong friends here, some of the best memories. My goodness, I just am thrilled that finally we're here on the West Coast
I know.
to do a Gatherall. So again, I've probably said it about 10 times already, but Gatherall is the topic of this discussion, and obviously you can see that we're both enthusiastic about it.
Very, very well. And the big thing is, and I mean, everybody at home's already kind of read the thumbnail, I'm sure. The reason why you need to get to a Gatherall, it's camaraderie. It's the fact that we can touch each other in person and like have that real interaction, engage with each other. And the funny thing is, and I think this has been brought up in some other videos. Even when we're together, I would say like 95% of the time, we are not talking about Bond.
That is true. It's catching up or just life in general. Outside of Bond, there's this thing called real life, that we all go through and we all discuss and catch up, especially if we haven't seen each other in a while. And funny enough, Bond is always there, but it's not necessarily the main topic of conversation. And I think that goes to show just how true and real this community is.
Yeah. Well, and this was brought up in a recent conversation I had with someone that the Bond community, we're not a community of people who like to get into fights and debates and the constant back and forth and become kind of trigger word toxic like some other fandoms out there. We really focus on inclusivity. We focus on come as you are. If you want to wear a full blazer, dress to the nines, you can. If you want to go a little more casual, it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we want you there. We want to spend time together, getting to know you, talking about, life. Bond comes in there. It does. The topic comes up, but usually through like quips and movie quotes.
Yeah.
That's the funny part.
We like to quote a lot of movies, and it's just one of the funniest things ever, because somebody is so, usually 1 out of 10 people in the group are really good at it, and it hits perfect, and we all just get a good laugh out of it. But that's what it is. It's the people. We come from all over the place, and we can get together in one spot here, and you can kind of see how each and every one of our individual personalities shine throughout each and all of our adventures. And that's what makes it so special. It's that it's not a group of people that you have to walk a certain walk or look a certain way. Everybody comes from a different background. Everybody is, the most important part is they can be true to themselves, and it's one of the best times to be that. I feel the most at home and the most myself when I'm around these guys. And I think that just, again, is a testament to the Bond community and why we are advocating that you come out. We'll be honest,
we want to meet you.
It's an investment. Some of these trips are investment, but what you get out of it is priceless. What you get out of it are friends, and I think somebody mentioned this along in another separate video, but what I have obtained throughout the years are people all over the world, to where if I'm in a certain city or if I'm in a certain place, I know I can call upon somebody in the Bond community and they're there, and that's really special. Not a lot of fan communities have that.
Well, and we were talking about this last night a little bit, because this is our second time meeting. And
first time on U.S. soil.
I know, right?
Last time we were.
That's the crazy part. We didn't even live in this country, out in London.
Yeah.
But one of the things we talked about was, the community and how, like, when we do need to call on each other, it's not necessarily these friendships have developed to an extent to where sometimes, and I know that I'm guilty of this, I've bonded, pun intended, with some of these guys more than I have some friends I've had from childhood.
Yeah.
It's just a different hit, and I think that part of that is gaining new friends as an adult versus having friends from a childhood and growing up with them. We talked about it last night with one of the girls that we met and a couple other people at one of the bars. Um, it's hard to be a prophet in your own town.
Mm-hmm.
And that family that you have surrounding you, and those friends that they're great people. You know they are. I know they are. They're still great people, but it's hard to be a prophet in your own town. And when I say that, I mean like sometimes we all want to become the specialist in a certain topic, but they still see you as the kid on the tricycle,
Mm-hmm.
or the guy who went through that rough patch in life, and is he ever going to make it out of it? So this community doesn't judge like that.
Right.
I think that's important, and that's another reason why we want to meet you, because we know there's other great people out there watching videos like this,
Yeah.
that are just waiting to join the community, looking for your people. This might be your people.
And it's great because there's so many events going on now, especially with, no news on Bond 26. And we kind of had to be creative,
Yeah.
and creating those memories and those moments individually. And there's a plethora of events. Do a quick plug, quick shout out.
Oh.
Bonding events.
Hey.
That website is a great resource if you want to look for something that's close to you, or at least not as far as like having to travel across country. But sometimes those trips too are the most fun. Those trips are you look forward to all year. They motivate you to just do what you got to do to get here. But there's what I'm trying to say is there's plenty of, now even more so, events so close to you that you may not even realize because of this character of this community. It's so cool to see now, because when I first started doing all this Bond content creating about 6-7 years ago, there was like, yeah, they had some movie nights, trivia, pub trivia nights, whatnot. But now, I mean, every other weekend you can go and find something.
Yeah,
and
there's another event in a couple weeks from here
Exactly.
for Moonraker, I believe.
Right, yeah, and that's on the East Coast. So I mean, it's really cool to see everything, and it's so relatively available for everybody to get to and enjoy. And if worse comes to worse, I know we've done it in the past. We create our own.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what this community is all about.
Mm-hmm.
Is we come up, we support each other.
Mm-hmm.
We know that, hey, if we want to do something, don't wait on your butt for somebody to just do it. Go ahead and do it yourself.
Yep.
And if you know what, if you didn't do it at 100% that time, come back and do it again the next time.
Yep.
And you just keep learning from it every time, and you gain more traction and more traction, and you gain more friends, and you gain more memories.
But the biggest part to any event or anything when it comes to Bond gatherings is you. Everybody coming out and just getting to know new personalities. I'm excited on this trip. I get to meet a few new people. I mean, people we've followed each other on social media and whatnot, but people I've yet to meet in person. So that's the thrill of it all, is meeting people for the first time. But yet it doesn't feel like that, because every single time we get together, it feels like kind of one big family reunion.
I know.
And that's another testament to how welcoming this community is. Is that even if you haven't met in real life and you're meeting for the first time, but you've been following each other for years, there's no fear. It's just like we've all been friends for so long.
Yep. Yep. We're gonna break bread. We're gonna share some drinks.
Yes.
We're gonna have some great conversations.
Yes.
And we want to hear from you. So comment below. Let us know. First off, check out bonding events. He's right. I'm gonna have the link below for that. That's gonna get you into every Bond event globally. We're not talking just the States. So if you're looking for an event, you're like, I don't know, maybe I could try one, but you're like, I don't want to fly out.
Yeah.
There may be one right in your backyard. Check out bondingevents.com. Great website for all those resources. Come see us, say hi, see what it's all about. We really can't wait to meet you. But Chris, speaking of which, we got to get going, man. We
got some missions to accomplish.
I know. So agents, let's get suited and booted. Let's get out of here.
We'll see you next time.
See you guys.
Bring back that love and feeling. Whoa, that love and feeling. Oh, bring back that love and feeling. Now it's gone.
at the Culver Theater. We've got a full display presentation of the Casino Royale posters, as you can see right behind me. And this is going to be the night, guys. 20 years, 20th anniversary of Casino Royale. I'm excited. Let's get in here and see this.
Abusive. We were never going to win that. First of all, welcome. Welcome to a very, very special evening. That's part of a very special weekend. We've been having something called a Gatherall, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's a gathering of this. It's a gathering of Bond fans, people from all around the world. We have people from Australia, Scotland, New Jersey, if you can believe that. So one of the things we've done is we've brought people together to enjoy the 20th anniversary of Casino Royale. My name's David Zaritsky. I'm from a social channel called The Bond Experience. I want to introduce my co-hosts, Steve and Neil.
Hello.
And they are from, gentlemen.
It is a popular group called To Live and Let Die in Los Angeles.
That's right. And one of the great things is, and kind of being able to introduce them, is I really want to talk about the journey of how we got here and kind of the why behind this. First of all, you need to know, because they won't say it, I'll brag a little bit for them, is shockingly, we all thought that there was going to be this huge contingency years ago of James Bond fans. And Neil, were you a little surprised what you found?
Yeah, I was. It's just been really great to do these film nights and just seeing the love for Bond in Los Angeles that I think was very lacking, and I think people have a window now to go into it and just have fun. So.
Steve, what was the sort of the tipping point for you where you said, you know something, we may have something here. I mean, you for the uninitiated are seeing all the movies that are coming up and a lot of movies that come before.
Yeah. When we did our first movie night, Dr. No, we honestly said, hey, I think 60 people might show up. That'd be cool. And it was closer to 160 or something like that. So it was a packed house, and the movie looked great. And everybody was, a lot of people were just coming up to us and just happy. And we thought, okay, we're on to something. So
it's amazing to think that it just takes two. Now, I'm trying to use a Casino Royale term, to spark something. And this is something that's so exciting. And by the way, there's two other reasons why to be excited about tonight. Number one, this is a very different version than you've seen of Casino Royale. No, there's not cutscenes added, so let's keep it taped. But what this is this has been upscaled. And the other reason why this is special is the version you're seeing was hand upscaled. The color, the sound, the look, how it's going to make you feel by Amazon MGM, which is rare. Because again, I just announced, we're a room full of Bond fans. We're all pretty equal. So for Amazon MGM to put this on for tonight, 400 people in the theater. And the last thing I'll tell you is this is a very special audience because you are the first to see this version of the film before it comes out globally in the fall. So, and on top of that, I want to wish everybody an amazing movie. And please, if you have time, we are having a party in the lobby. We have Bond brands, we have props and gadgets galore, tailoring going on. Get a libation and join us for the afterglow.
Yay. Please come.
thank you, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Enjoy your holiday.